The most unbelievable show on television begins right now on Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Tonight, Ripley's takes you on television's wildest ride. Eric Barone wants the Ripley's record for the fastest mountain bike rider alive. Even if it means screaming down a volcano side, head first into catastrophe. Snake wrangler David Weathers always thought he could control his killer cobras. Until the day he got bit, leaving him dying with a softball-sized hole in his stomach. At just 7 years old, Noah Cavey is already a sitcom star.
I moved for a change of venue.
On what grounds?
But it's his ability to crank out piano concertos by ear that has listeners stunned. The prodigy they're calling Mini Mozart is tonight's Ripley's Kid. Plus, we hit the Ripley's Arena and it hits back. Can these guys break the record for breaking boards with their faces? Also, Hollywood's most peculiar pet show up as Ripley's kicks off its search for America's most unbelievable animal.
Working group will establish.
And find out how this one-of-a-kind newscast is getting beefed up.
Oh, we have a great show ahead today. Absolutely.
Only on Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Hello and welcome to Ripley's. Now, if you crave the need for speed, you're going to love this first story because Eric Barone loves to go fast. In fact, he had one goal: to go faster on a bicycle than any other human being. So he climbed to the top of Mount Cerro Negro in Nicaragua with his two-wheeler in tow. But by the time he reached the bottom, his helmet was cracked and his wheels looked something like this. Check out what happened. Eric Barone is one of the top-ranked mountain bikers in the downhill world, holding 10 speed records. This king of the hill can handle just about any terrain, even ice and snow. But today he has only one thing in mind: speed. Because believe it or not, Eric wants to set a new world record for the fastest man on a mountain bike, over 90 miles an hour. And he's willing to pay any price. For Eric to even have a shot at the record, this custom-made, high-tech speed bike, manufactured out of carbon, was redesigned by a team of engineers.
On l'a conditionné, enfin Alain s'en est chargé, mon mécanicien, sur la terre, pour la terre, et on arrive à une bête qui est magnifique.
As seen in this wind tunnel test, Eric will also be specially outfitted for the event. The unique shape of this aerodynamic suit is intended to maximize Eric's performance. Eric's gear passes every test. His only decision now is where on earth to actually attempt to break the 81-mile-per-hour world speed record. After scouting mountain after mountain, Eric decides that there's only one ideal location for the challenge: atop an active volcano. He selects Cerro Negro in Nicaragua. Its surface is slick and fast, and its unique slope at the base should naturally bring Eric to a gradual stop. The mountain stretches 2,214 feet into the sky, and it last erupted in 1995.
Le sol qui est pas toujours régulier, c'est du scorie, donc c'est la poussière de cendre. En plus, il fait plus de 200 degrés sur le sol à l'intérieur du cratère.
After a grueling hike up the volcano in 106-degree heat, Eric's crew helps him into his skin-tight suit. To get a feel for the terrain and wind conditions, Eric makes a test run on an ordinary mountain bike. Surprised by just how slick the volcano actually is, Eric easily reaches 83 miles per hour. He blows away the current world record during his trial run. And that was on a basic bike. No one knows what will happen when Eric pulls out his new high-tech mountain bike. Eric switches to his powerful streamlined cycle, hoping to reach speeds upwards of 90 miles per hour. Since Eric's customized bike is lighter, it's also faster and also more vulnerable. It's built for speed, not stability. High crosswinds mingled with high velocity could make the slightest mistake a deadly one. Though wind conditions are not promising, after 6 months of preparation, Eric does not want to turn back now. He hops on the bike, balances himself, and with a push, he begins to accelerate. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 miles an hour in just 18 seconds. Eric continues to accelerate and heads toward the radar gun. It clocks him at an unbelievable 107 miles per hour, shattering not only the previous 81 miles per hour record, but also his test run of 83. Maintaining his speed at 107 miles per hour, Eric closes in on the bottom of the slope. Suddenly, something goes wrong. Watch this Ripley's replay closely, and you'll see what happens. As Eric zooms to the bottom of the mountain, his new dream bike spontaneously disintegrates from 1 second to the next. Eric didn't even know what hit him. A stunned crowd rushes to Eric's side, wondering if a man could live through this kind of trauma. Medics are called and everyone holds their breath. Then suddenly, Eric comes to. His record run comes with a big price. The fall leaves him with 5 broken ribs, a dislocated shoulder, and torn muscles in his hands. It takes Eric an entire 3 months to recuperate. Today, Eric is back in the bicycle seat, fully recovered and proud to hold the hard-earned Ripley's record as the fastest man on a mountain bike. A stunning 107 miles per hour. After examining what was left of the high-tech bicycle, it was determined that the crash was due to equipment failure under stress. The front wheel fork separated from the frame. Now, here at Ripley's, we like to tell stories about the most unbelievable people from around the world. Noah Gray Cabey is one of those people. He has been called a mini Mozart because of his piano playing ability. And when we learned that he plays classical masterpieces just by watching his father's fingers, we made him tonight's Ripley's Kid. Noah Gray Cabey appears to be your average 7-year-old kid who loves riding his bike and playing with his dogs. But this second grader is also a musical virtuoso, blowing away most adult piano players by leaps and bounds. And believe it or not, Noah can't even read music. He plays intricate concertos by ear. Noah first became interested in the piano when he was only 18 months old, banging out tunes on a toy keyboard. But at the age of only 3.5, Noah told his parents he didn't want to play with a toy anymore.
One day he just stopped in the middle of his piece and he said, "Dad, I'm not really playing the piano, am I?" He said, "No, buddy, you're not really playing the piano." He's like, "I'm just faking it, aren't I?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, but that's okay." He's like, "Well, I don't want to fake it."
He, insisted that Sean teach him. And so Sean did that. It was kind of, he forced our hand,
And although he was surrounded by a musical family, not even his siblings could have guessed how talented Noah would turn out to be.
At first, I really didn't think it was him. I thought that Mom and Dad were trying to, pull a joke on me.
I was a little taken back when I first heard him play because his feet were just dangling.
It was really amazing. He was just sitting there playing the piano with these tiny hands, and the fingers were about that big. It was really cool.
I get up and sometimes go to the piano and play it just because I want to play it. And I only play the piece that I like the most.
When he was 4 years old, Noah had his first encounter playing with an orchestra in Washington, D.C. Shortly after turning 5, he toured Jamaica and then Australia, performing as a soloist.
I want to play music for other people as much as I can because then it makes them happy and they can know what it's like to play an instrument.
Unbelievably, Noah has to learn all of these complicated pieces by ear because he doesn't know how to read music. Using a form of rote memorization, Noah watches his father's fingers and listens intently, making sure that he has the correct timing and tone. But even though he's been teaching Noah for almost 3 years now, his father is still baffled by this piano-playing prodigy.
I understand how he does it with musicianship. I understand how he does it with memory. But I don't understand physically how he does it. I don't understand how he does it. His hands are too little.
And Noah just keeps getting better and better, even challenging his dad to a duel on the piano. With a focus and determination far beyond his age, Noah tirelessly practices, making sure that his performance is flawless. But this pint-sized perfectionist's skills go beyond the bench.
There, my good man.
His impressive talent has even landed him a regular role on the hit television sitcom My Wife and Kids, starring Damon Wayans.
My client can't get a fair trial here. He lives here.
Yeah, well, technically, he lives out in that garage, so motion's denied.
Objection.
Overruled.
I want the record.
Stand down, counselor.
This is outrageous.
I said stand down.
And Noah has wowed his co-star Tisha Campbell-Martin.
Oh, shut up.
With his amazing abilities.
The first time I heard Noah play the piano, my mouth dropped open and I couldn't say anything. I don't know if the musical training has helped him be a better actor or not. I just think Noah's really good at a lot of different things.
In fact, Noah's close relationship with Tisha has led him to her alma mater, Arts High School in Newark, New Jersey. Noah and his family have been invited to this prestigious institution so Noah can perform and speak to the music students.
Noah, I want to thank you for coming. Now, how did you get started?
On what? Piano?
Yes, on piano.
Dad started playing it for me, and I watched and listened, and I tried playing it back for him.
How old were you?
I think, I was 4.
Whoa.
After their chat in the music room, Tisha surprises Noah by inviting him on stage with her and the other guests. Then she asks him to play for the students. At only 7 years old, they can't believe how talented Noah is. And though what he's accomplished by the tender age of 7 seems like it will be a tough act to follow, Noah has even bigger plans in store for his future.
I think I'll be playing until I die, but I don't think I'm going to do it as a living. I'm going to be an astronaut, an archaeologist, a paleontologist, a veterinarian, and a game warden.
Believe it. More Ripleys after this.
David Weathers is dying right before your eyes.
Probably end up going into like respiratory failure here pretty quick.
Bitten by a cobra. Suffering a gaping wound. You won't believe David's real-life race to find the antidote in time.
Get by this. Start honking your horn. Just honk your horn. Lay on your horn.
Plus, We'll tell you what one man did to deserve having his eyes propped open and smothered in sand.
Falsified.
And the most revealing reporters around enlist a little male assistance to deliver the bare facts.
I'm Lucas Tyler. And I'm Raul Santos.
The broadcast that's all nudes all the time in tonight's unbelievable update. Enter Robert Ripley's archives.
Leave it or not. Leave it or not.
The year is 1945, and American soldiers in Italy are looking for a safer way to cross the battlefield. So they come up with a makeshift sled that offers minimum exposure to flying bullets. After discovering a stockpile of torpedoes, the men cut the tubes in half, hook them together, and use them as steel-plated shields to protect up to 12 soldiers at a time. When attached to a tank, this giant armored sled can crush trees and even traverse bombed-out buildings, all the while keeping the men safe and speeding them home to victory.
Leave it or not.
People you won't believe on Ripley's Believe It or Not.
There are few things more irritating than getting an eyelash or some dirt caught under your eyelid. So imagine what it must feel like for Dr. Hari Kumar when he gets entire handfuls of sand poured directly into his eyes. Never try what you're about to witness. This man is about to do something so incredible, it may make your eyes hurt more than his own. That's because, believe it or not, he's going to open wide and fill his eyes with sand. For over a decade in this Indian village, locals have been treated by Dr. Hari Kumar. But unlike most Western medical doctors, Dr. Kumar relies solely on the power of Mother Nature.
20 years practicing. இப்போ நான் வந்து 20 வருஷமா practice பண்றேன்.
Every morning, this medicine man travels to a small island off the local beaches to collect the potent leaves, roots, and flowers for his special formula. Having just the right mix, he extracts oils and juices from each plant, which he claims act as earthly remedies. The doctor believes that these special herbs are particularly useful when it comes to helping vision and building strength in the eyes. And for the first time on television, he'll demonstrate just how well his technique works by chewing his protective herbs, then actually pouring coarse sand directly into his eyes. What Dr. Kumar is about to do is very dangerous and should never be attempted at home. First, the doctor meditates, sucking the juices from the herbs. Then this natural healer, with 3 assistants prying open his eyes, gazes up toward the heavens, and with his eyes wide open, 2 handfuls of highly abrasive sand are released. Once the granules have thoroughly saturated his sockets, Dr. Kumar prepares for the final and hardest part, getting the sand out. With a quick snap of his neck, the sand begins flying from his eyes. Even without using water, the doctor's own natural secretions clean the sand particles out of his eyes. The average person would be at least blinded for the moment, but incredibly, Dr. Kumar is not fazed. Even the most respected eye doctors are perplexed.
It is not believable also. Maybe in the Varma Siddha, the extracts from the herbs may give the power to bear those particles without irritation and pain.
After what basically amounts to having chunks of rock poured into his eyes, and believing he is being protected by his incredible herbs, Dr. Kumar's vision ends up testing at an eye-opening 20/20. Believe it. The average person blinks for a total of about 30 minutes each day to keep the eyes moist and particles out. But don't you blink right now, because Ripley's will be right back.
Still ahead, Hollywood's A-list of animals turns out as Baywatch star Angelica Bridges helps Ripley's kick off our search for America's most unbelievable animal. Plus, we head to the Ripley's Arena for a board-breaking face-off, where challengers will actually use their faces.
Tonight, we are proud to present another world-exclusive medical miracle. It's the truly unbelievable story of David Weathers. He was bitten by a cobra in the stomach, and the venom burned a hole through his skin, just like this. And the whole terrifying incident was caught on tape. Now, please be aware there are some very graphic images in this story. David Weathers has a unique ability to handle exotic animals, from turning wild grizzly cubs into teddy bears to staring down 700-pound lions. But it was this 5-pound snake that nearly took his life. Because believe it or not, David survived a cobra bite that literally burned a cavity the size of a softball into his belly. David has dedicated his life to taming dangerous animals like alligators, lions, and tigers. But his real passion is snakes. He was only 10 when he began handling these unpredictable reptiles, keeping them as pets. As a teen, David got a job at a wildlife sanctuary near his Florida home. At 15, he had his first close call with an animal. Watch carefully as this home video captures the alligator attack. David loses concentration for just a moment, and in a flash, his hand is clamped inside the gator's mouth. Luckily, David escapes with only a few puncture wounds, and soon he's back in the tank, tempting fate again. Then, just 1 year later, as these photos reveal, another alligator sinks his teeth into David, chomping on his left thumb and 4 fingers on his right hand. And again, David is lucky to escape with only minor injuries. But it would be the bite of a killer cobra that ultimately takes David to the edge of life and death. The day begins like any other. David is getting ready to open a new addition to his public snake exhibit. David begins boxing up the cobras for transport. Keep in mind that a cobra's bite is lethal. King cobras have even been known to take down elephants with just 1 bite. Many of the sinister reptiles can also spray venom 6 to 10 feet. This actual home video, shot by David's grandfather, captures every unbelievable moment. Watch what happens as David closes the lid on the giant serpent.
I'm bit. We gotta go to the hospital. Yeah, I squeeze a lot out.
From the moment David is bitten, the clock begins ticking down on his chances of survival. The venom the cobra injected into David would easily kill a rabbit in less than 3 minutes, and can kill a man in only 15.
Get me there quick, because I'm having problems breathing. More than likely, it's going to cause paralysis inside of an hour, and I'll be at respiratory failure inside of an hour.
David's condition is critical. As every minute passes, the cobra's venom quickly spreads throughout his body. It's already been 20 minutes since the snake's lethal fangs punctured his skin, and David knows that a strike like this can be fatal in even less time.
I'm having a hard time with this. I feel worse than I'm being stabbed in the stomach. Bad.
Uncertain if he's going to live or die, David decides to make a phone call, a conversation that might be his last.
I'm sorry, sweetie. Listen, I just got bit by a cobra real bad. And I probably won't be seeing you tonight. I'm probably end up going into like respiratory failure here pretty quick.
Looking down at the bite marks, David is horrified to see that the venom is literally burning a hole in his flesh. The venom feels like acid under David's skin. Pain shoots down his legs, and the venom eats away at his muscle tissue.
Get by this, get by this. Start hogging your horn. Just hog your horn. Lay on your horn.
After a 25-minute drive, David finally reaches the hospital for the anti-venom that he is in dire need of. But the hospital does not have an anti-venom unit. A frantic search ensues as doctors scramble to find the closest source. With his breathing getting weaker and his kidneys failing, David could go into cardiac arrest at any moment. His chances of survival are slipping away. Captain Al Cruz of the Venom 1 unit receives a desperate call informing him of David's condition. He can't help, but there's one huge problem. Captain Cruz is in another part of the state, over 200 miles away.
I knew we had the anti-venom, but how were we going to get it over there in time?
Imported from Thailand, this rare and valuable anti-venom needs to be flown to David immediately if he's going to survive. But how much longer can David hold on? He's already suffered through 2 agonizing hours, and the toxic venom is taking over his entire body.
Half of the people fall into arrest, meaning they stop breathing, so I knew that time was of the essence.
Without the anti-venom, the hospital is powerless to stop the effects of the poison, as it continues to devour David's muscle tissue and internal organs. Now it's been 4 tormenting hours since David was attacked by the deadly cobra. Finally, Captain Cruz of the anti-venom unit arrives, and the captain cannot believe what he's seeing. The entry wound is a 2-inch hole, but that's nothing. Inside David's stomach, a softball-sized cavity has formed. You can see clear down to his intestines.
In 14 cobra bites that I have been exposed to, I have never seen that amount of damage to a particular area so quickly. It appeared that you had dropped a cup of acid and it had just destroyed the tissue right around where the navel is. It was all deadened or blackened, and the tissue was destroyed.
5 vials of the anti-venom are administered, but there is no visible effect. 2 more hours pass, and David's condition still does not improve. As a last resort, doctors administer another 5 vials. The medical staff monitors David's vitals through the night. By morning, he is finally stabilized. The anti-venom appears to have worked, but no one, not even David, can believe the gaping hole left behind.
I literally have, I see myself in the mirror here, and I'm looking, I got a hole in my stomach. I mean, it's very possible that for a year or something, I could walk around and this is what you'd see. It's just this hole in my stomach. You know, it hurts. Yeah, it definitely hurts. It hurts like mentally and physically, and probably, I don't know, probably like on an emotional level. It hurts.
Wherever tissue it lies next to, it's going to replicate.
To speed up the healing process, David was given a special plasma gel made of his own blood cells and platelets.
Yeah.
When injected into the hole in his stomach, the gel binds to the skin and acts as muscle tissue, filling in the empty space. Unbelievably, with this special gel, a wound that would normally take up to a year to heal heals in only a few days.
This is pretty much what I ended up with. That's my story. Is that little tiny scar, and it was a big hole that just healed itself right up.
Just half an hour after being released from the hospital, David is back at work without any serious side effects, handling the very same snake that bit him, and ready to finish the job that he started the week before.
I have no problem with it. I mean, I was just flowing with it just like I did the day I got bit. I mean, handling snakes with me, it's almost an instinct for me. The way that I'm able to handle snakes using my bare hands and very comfortable and freely, that's something that can't be taught.
Believe it. The hole in Dave's stomach has completely healed. A small scar is the only reminder of his brush with death.
Next, Ripley's search for America's most unbelievable animal brings out the animal in Hollywood. And the only thing stranger than the pets are the people.
Old MacDonald had a farm.
Plus, Dean unveils the 500 horsepower monster motorcycle that was made out of a viper. It's all ahead, only on Ripley's.
Look out.
The strangest pets in the nation turn out as Ripley searches coast to coast and town to town for America's most unbelievable animal.
Over the years, we've shown you some pretty amazing animals here on Ripley's, like the beagle that walks on his 2 front paws, or the cat that surfs even the world's smallest buffalo. Well, tonight we begin a nationwide search for America's most unbelievable animal. And you won't believe the number of unusual creatures that wanted to strut their stuff at our first stop, Hollywood, California. Los Angeles, California kicked off our search for the most unbelievable animal in the country. Ripley's rolled out the red carpet at the famous corner of Hollywood and Highland, looking for Tinseltown's next big star. There were animals from the exotic to the domestic forming a line around the block. And there were even those who thought that they were the actual animals. Baywatch beauty Angelica Bridges sat in as our celebrity judge to determine who has it and who doesn't. Eager to charm the judges, these dogs dug deep into their old bag of tricks. From skateboarding, to jumping rope, to rapid-fire rollovers. Whoa. Even playing piano.
Yeah, buddy, good boy.
One dog owner even thought her pet could count in 2 languages.
7, 8, 9, 10. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, ronanaku. Very good.
Then there was the singing horse.
Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O.
There was the dancing horse. The horse that thought it was a dog.
Are you a puppy? You are a puppy. I knew it.
A latte-sipping buffalo. And some canines dressed to the nines.
Oh, we've got Austin Powers.
There you go.
There were even some talented feathered friends who showed up to the open call.
Bing, dead bird.
But it was this bird, Officer Bird, who sealed his victory with a kiss. Voted by the judges the #1 choice for LA's most unbelievable animal for his amazing talents. And this is his story. This 28-year-old blue and gold macaw spends his days performing for children at schools and hospitals. But what sets this feathered friend apart from the rest of the flock is that he works with a retired police officer to protect and serve. The Los Angeles Police Department assigned Officer Bird to Mike Simonson as a way to pique children's interest in safety.
I created the Officer Bird program, and out of necessity, because there were really no programs to help kids. I mean, policemen went out and we would go out and talk, they want to know about our gun, who'd you arrest, but it wasn't getting their attention as far as safety and stranger danger.
While Officer Mike talks to students about stranger danger and internet safety, Officer Bird keeps their attention, performing a variety of tricks to display his street smarts. From skateboarding to roller skating.
Is that amazing or what?
Officer Bird has mastered more than 15 stunts.
He drives a police car, goes to the rescue. He's known as One Atom Bird. He plays basketball. He has a nickname, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and that's how he teaches a lot about safety.
And when Officer Mike teaches kids about bicycle safety, Officer Bird demonstrates his most difficult trick, actually riding a bike. And that's why this amazing civil servant is Ripley's most unbelievable animal in Los Angeles. Watch next week to see which pets prove to be unbelievable.
These guys are going for a record that could knock them out cold. Watch as they try to break board after board with their faces in tonight's Ripley's Challenge. Plus, the unbelievable reporters delivering the full story, as well as the full Monty.
Tonight's Ripley's Challenge is between 2 men of great stature who will try to break boards with their heads. Let's go to the Ripley's Arena.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's Ripley's Challenge. Introducing Mike the Forehead Miller, weighing in at 160 pounds, hailing from Apopka, Florida. This hardhead holds the record for breaking 18 cinder blocks with his bare skull.
Well, I've black belt in Isshinryu karate. In our particular style of karate, we do a lot of breaking, not necessarily with your head, but just try to ignore the pain.
Here comes his competitor, Big Jim Gershio, weighing in at 225 pounds. Originally from Long Island, New York, Jim has been a power breaker for over 5 years.
I've been doing this Isshinryu karate for 6 years, and I'm a brown belt currently training for my black belt. I'm an aggressive fighter. I'm tenacious. I think I'll go right through those boards.
These two men claim to be the strongest, fastest board breakers in the world. They'll go head-to-head, literally, to see who can break more 1-inch thick pine boards across their foreheads. And please welcome tonight's Ripley's referee, Danielle Delaney, who will be officiating tonight's world record attempt and making sure that the boards are broken.
Gentlemen, please shake hands. May the best competitor win.
The obstacles that I am facing is the pain in my head and boards not breaking, and the speed of the conveyor belt.
There's a lot of obstacles, grabbing the board correctly, not hitting it square on my forehead, timing.
The message to my competitor would be good luck, but I'm going to win, going at it full force.
If I had to send a message to my competitor, I'd say good luck, do well, but I'm still going to get you.
The clocks are set to 30 seconds. The conveyor belts are loaded. The competitors are in place. Your Ripley's challenge begins at the sound of the whistle.
Get set.
Gentlemen, stand by as we confirm the official count. Our challengers are recovering after breaking dozens of boards between them. That had to hurt. Looks like our paramedics are tending to a little cut on Jim's head. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. Mike Miller.
Don't go away.
Strained over differing. Next, it's the jaw-dropping newscast famous for delivering more than headlines. Now, see why female viewers are flocking to the screen in tonight's unbelievable update. And it's the latest addition to the Ripley's collection. But you'll quiver when you hear where we discovered this real human mummy. Dean unravels the mystery when we venture into the Ripley's vault. Next. You're watching Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Now, this may very well be the baddest hog to ever hit the highway. It's called the Tomahawk, and it's powered by a 500 horsepower V10. The idea for this four-wheeled missile came from two motorcycle enthusiasts who thought it might be cool to put a Viper engine on a bike. The bike's name was inspired by the Tomahawk cruise missile, and the all-custom parts were milled from giant blocks of aluminum, but it still weighs in at a hefty 1,500 pounds. Its 12 headlights are nestled here, between the two front tires. And the four wheels allow the Tomahawk to balance without a kickstand. Now, this concept vehicle is capable of an estimated top speed of around 300 miles per hour. But that's yet to be tested because the driver could not possibly hold on at that speed. Or so they say. Why don't you check this out while I take a little test run? Come on, help me with special effects. Do something.
The U.S. is starting to run background.
These news anchors have been turning heads around the world, not just for their incredible reporting skills, but because what starts out as an ordinary newscast ends with these women delivering the headlines in the buff.
Breach. However, they found the former perpetrators.
Now, in tonight's unbelievable update, the Risque reporters are updating their own show.
We got some news to do, so let's get to it.
By bringing some beefcake into the broadcast.
For a new album. Although marauding maniacs?
That's right. Believe it or not, anchormen like Lucas Tyler and Raul Santos are now catering to the female demographic. It begins like any other traditional broadcast.
Realistic toy guns are now banned.
But as these guys begin to unravel the details, they also begin unraveling their pants, covering the full story with the full Monty. All the while, never missing a beat.
But the dumb deed doesn't stop there.
And with a huge variety of topics, ranging from politics to entertainment, the Naked News now delivers a broadcast both men and women can enjoy.
Into appearing in a porno film. The sale of unrealistic...
All nudes, all the time. Believe it.
But I've got high standards.
Tonight, I have the honor of introducing you to the newest member of the Ripley's family. Meet George. Before Ripley's obtained these remains, the petrified body was displayed in the window of an Arizona souvenir shop to attract business. Ripley's had experts examine the body for the cause of death and to see why it didn't decompose. They discovered traces of arsenic, but that's not what killed this poor guy. Skin tests and endoscopic photography reveal spots on his lungs indicating tuberculosis. So what was the poison doing in old George's system? Well, 100 years ago, arsenic was used as a preservative. That's why he's aged so well. Unbelievable? Believe it.
That was the scariest thing I've ever done.
Only those with the guts.
All right, let's do this.
Win the glory.
I did! I'm so happy!
Fear Factor. Back-to-back episodes. Starting next. Only on Schiller. Scary Good.